Really great having you out here today. Thank you for joining us. I said the legendary. The legend has it that your granddad got you a mail-order guitar when you were 6 years old, and you really never looked back since. What do you remember about strumming on that guitar when you were a little kid?
I remember the strings were so far off the neck. It was one of those harmony guitars, I think from Sears or somewhere. And it cost $6, I believe. And the strings were so high, my fingers bled when I was trying to play and learn to play it. So I remember that guitar very well.
You found a home and you never looked back.
Well, yeah, I never look back.
That's right.
They might be gaining.
We did take a little look back. Abbott High School is where you went to school, right?
Right.
And sometimes you have a tough time making a connection with a celebrity in sports when we interviewed you on ESPN. Not with Willie Nelson. Willie played halfback in high school. Yeah. Am I right? I
was a terror.
I do believe we have a picture of that. Willie, if you look at this monitor over here, I do believe we have a picture of you playing halfback for Abbott High School. And apparently there was were the helmets leather? I'm not giving you a hard time, but were the helmets actually leather back in those days?
It felt like it was made out of cloth. Hitting those rocks on Abbott's football field was not that easy.
What was the scouting report like for you? What were you like as a halfback?
What was I like?
Yeah.
Slow.
Slow. Now, you do have some athletic ability. I know you're a 5th-degree black belt.
Yeah.
How about that? Whoa! What has made you want to continue on and get, higher degrees of the black belt?
Well, I've always been interested in, all the way back to a kid. I'd read the funny books, and there's, you see jiu-jitsu and judo and all those things you can order. So I had to have it all. And, I kind of stayed with it through the years. It's good for you. It's mentally, physically, spiritually, every way. I highly recommend martial arts.
That is wonderful. 81 years old, he's got the 5th-degree black belt. You do not mess with Willie Nelson. Also, what I've discovered, you were good friends with Darrell Royal, the legendary Texas football coach, which seems like a strange coupling to me. You're a liberal singer, an activist. He was this authority figure at the big state school. How did you guys become friends?
Well, there was not a bigger country music fan in the world than Darrell Royal. He'd come to all my shows. He'd be backstage and we'd ask questions, and then he'd invite me down to play music for his football players, and we'd sit around and pick and sing, and he was just a great friend, and we miss him.
Absolutely, the late Darrell Royal. But did he introduce you to your harmonica player, Mickey? Where's Mickey?
That would be,
there he is.
Him right there.
Tell us that story.
Well, that's quite a story.
We got time.
In fact, Darrell Royal was, Mickey was playing, I guess Darrell had invited him to a party in a hotel room there in Dallas, first time I heard Mickey play. And I was playing some songs for Darrell, and Mickey was playing the harmonica, and I said, this guy's pretty good. Or kid, he was, 16, 17 years old. And so I said, hey, you want to go hit the road? And he said, why not? So I hired him right there.
How long ago was that?
Mickey, how long? 40 years ago.
40 years ago, wow. Very cool.